What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. If you could, please hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. So, of course, it is trending once again on Twitter, Newcastle United's takeover, and of course the reason it's trending is because Amanda Staveley has given a letter to Tracy Crouch, who is of course fighting for transparency in football for not just Newcastle but every football team, as transparency needs to be in the game. We need to get rid of this behind closed doors meetings in the national game, because it's just not good for clubs in general. We've seen it with the ESL. They were behind closed doors, of course, obviously talking about this whole thing and trying to run off to the ESL, and that's clearly what's been going on behind closed doors. So Amanda Staveley has sent a letter, of course, to Tracy Crouch to talk about the transparency, hopefully get a little bit of support about it as well, and hopefully the transparency will go in favour as well and to help us get our takeover, also helps clubs down the line as well get their takeovers, because this has been going on for well over 14 months now, and Newcastle United fans, myself included, of course, are still waiting for a takeover that should have been done in January of last year. It's been going on far too long now. It needs to be sorted. You can't just keep dragging this takeover on and on and on. We're heading into the next season as well, and we still don't know who's going to be playing for we. We still don't know who our manager's going to be. There's still signings that we've got to do as well. We've only just found out who is going to be our kit supplier for next season as well, with Castori coming out in that announcement what Newcastle made as well. So, there's quite a lot of stuff that needs done at Newcastle United, and it can't be done until this takeover, is decided either way, be it put through or the other way. Hopefully, of course, it being put through would be the obvious third choice for us Newcastle United fans. As we've been waiting a long time for this takeover now, and we definitely want it to be going through. Looking at the letter, that Amanda Staveley sent to Tracy Crouch, it reads as follows: Dear Miss Crouch, I'm writing to you, given PCP Capital Partners well publicised interest in acquiring Newcastle United Football Club, in order to demonstrate our commitment to keeping Newcastle fans as informed as we can. I write this to you as an open letter. We were very pleased to see the government's announcement a few months ago that there is going to be a detailed review into the governance of football led by you. Fans across the country will be hugely grateful that the issues should finally be addressed. A closely guarded lack of transparency from those responsible for the regulation of football does not generally promote good governance. In particular, the use of arbitration to resolve disputes within football arises an effort shield against public scrutiny, and one might justifiably ask why that model is so favourable by those responsible for regulating the sport if they have nothing to hide. You may have seen NUFC's press announcement from Thursday. Fans surely deserve absolute transparency from the regulators across all their processes to best ensure that they act responsibly. They are performing a function like that of a government regulator, but without the same systems for accountability. This is very much a chance for those involved to be seen to take a robust stance, just as the government so decisively and effectively stepped into the European Super League debacle. But there is real urgency given the NUFC arbitration hearing is due to take place this month. We need intervention immediately to force the issue out into the open. It is my view that it is clearly that would be enough to make those involved behave more responsibly and signal the government's intention to take effective action in the interests of the country. I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely yours, Amanda Staveley. So that's clearly what Amanda Staveley wrote on the letter, as I've just said there. And of course, Gaddafi put it out as well, backing his wife on the matter, and of course everybody should be backing this matter. Transparency is key to football in these days. We do not want a repeat of the ESL situation with 6 clubs sitting talking behind closed doors about wanting to run off to a private league where they would just make money upon money. And clearly, the Premier League's got something ahead if they're not wanting to go public about the arbitration case. Clearly they're hiding something, so let's push as much pressure as we possibly can. There's a petition going around at the moment. You might have seen it on Twitter. It's on my Twitter page as well. Go check it out. Sign it if you want to. It will help, of course, get transparency into the game, and that is exactly what we need, because without transparency, it's just going to continue on to be what it is at the moment, with the Premier League doing the same old crap that they've been doing for the past years, since the Premier League's been created. And of course, the 6 teams are going to continue to profit off of this, and the other 13 teams, and 14 if you include Newcastle into that, of course, are going to be losing out, along with, of course, all the teams down in the Championship, all the teams in League One, all the teams further down the pyramid as well. So it's not just helping Newcastle out, it's also helping out the future of so many other clubs as well. And if it happens in the English game, then hopefully transparency will go across abroad to the likes of France, Portugal, Spain, Italy. We've seen it in Italy before. So much corruption in there, with Juventus having problems, AC Milan as well. There was so much corruption in Italy. They were found out for it, and let's see if we can, get that sort of similar outcome here with the Premier League. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember, like, share, subscribe, and I hope that has cleared up some of the news that's going around on Twitter today. Also, just a little bit on the end there as well. It's just seen it on Twitter that the Premier League have said no comment as well to Amanda Staveley's letter. Just wanted to add that little bit on the end there, as it's just came in on Twitter just as I finished recording the video. Till next time, see you all later, and how are the lads?